This is Charleston's retirement coach, Brandon Bowen.
So, I know you are a goals person. Are you a resolutions person? Do you do New Year's resolutions?
Nope, because you know if it's worth it, you just make the decision.
You don't have to wait for January.
Yes, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know, because then if you're going to revert back to your old ways, then what was the point?
Yeah,
it's like, you know, if someone, you know, I go to church, sometimes they talk about fasting, right? If we're going to fast, it's a 21-day fast or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. But then, you know, after it's over, unless you use that time to really lock in and there's some life change in there. Well, if you're going to go back to the other one, I'm like, I don't know, in my mind, I feel like, what was the point of it?
Right.
You know, so to your question, I would just rather, okay, just let's make the lifestyle change. Yeah, pick it, just do it here, you know, and you don't need some resolution.
Well, regardless if you're a resolutions person or not, you are officially 1 year closer to your retirement goal line. That is something we can say for sure every January.
Yes,
and of course, people do set goals. They do set ideas for what they hope to achieve in the year. A lot of people this time of year will, especially coming off the sugar high and rush that was the holidays the past 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people do. They start thinking about their health and they start thinking about their money and the goals they have for those two areas of life for this next year. And we were actually talking before we came on the air about how you actually had a check, a literal and mental check that happened for you during the holidays.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So yes, I totally agree that our health and our wealth, those really are two areas that just people don't talk about freely and openly, right? We don't talk about it. And, you know, and I want to dive into that and then kind of share something personal with everyone listening here. It's just us talking.
Yeah.
But, you know, as far as our health, you know, I think because of guilt, right? We might think, okay, I need to be doing that. I need to be cutting that out, whatever it is, you know. So I feel like that's one thing that people, maybe they're embarrassed, right? Because they've neglected certain areas, or we're hard-headed, especially us guys. We might be very hard-headed on things. I'm fine. I don't need to go get checked.
I feel fine. I must be fine.
I'm tough. Can't tell me anything, right? You know, so like I'm thinking of my dad or my grandfather, right? Those like I'm fine. Suck it up. Don't show any emotion. All that kind of stuff. Well, so for me personally, you know, I'm 47 now. And of course I'm hearing all these, you know, stories about colonoscopy. You need to go get that at age 50. Right. And so I've been hearing about that. Well, then it got moved up. I don't know why, but it got moved up to 45. Right. Am I right? Yeah. Yep. So I've been thinking, all right, 2 years now, if I need to go do it at 45, then I'm kind of like past due here. And so I finally decided to do it back in the summer last year. And so I made this appointment there, but then I didn't really know how it all went. And I found out about all the fasting and all the prep that you got to do beforehand. And my surgery was not till like 12 or 1 o'clock or something that day. And so I was like, I ended up canceling it because I didn't want to have to fast all that morning and do without food. Okay. So I was like, I cancel it. And so then now you're looking 3 more months out. Right. So then I booked it. Then 3 months later, now we're in the fall and we were coming up on that date. Well, the doctor canceled on me. There was a family emergency. So that was frustrating.
Okay.
So then another 3 months. So then we finally had this thing done back in December. Okay. December 22nd, right before Christmas. So I go in there, I do the prep. I'm the very first, not surgery, but the very first appointment that morning there. They go in and, we finished up and it felt like, I took a nap for like 2 minutes or whatever, but they were like, no, it's a little bit longer than that. And they said, Mr. Bowen, we need to tell you, we found 2 polyps.
Okay.
And one was really big, actually. And so, so I'm like, okay. They said, we're going to send this off. We're going to, jump on that. The labs though, because of Christmas, we do expect maybe like 10 days or something. It might take a while. Well, it was like either 24 hours or 48 hours.
Yeah.
I get an alert saying that there's results have been posted or something's been posted on your portal. Right. So I go and I log in there and the doctor, I'm happy to report that they are both benign. and he was like, I'm so relieved.
Yeah.
This is the best result that I was hoping for.
So he was nervous.
Yes. And he's like, but I do want to recheck you in 6 months.
Okay.
Just to make sure we got the margins that we want and things like that. And so, and then even, talking through the medical people in my life, they were like, Brandon, low key, we were really concerned when you told us how big one of them was, and the fact that they basically put you at the front of the line.
They turned those labs around so fast.
Yes. To get the results back that fast. They were concerned too. And just everybody, like a
sigh of relief.
A sigh of relief there. And and I just, Heather, I didn't even know, I thought I was fine. If you were to, you listening, if we were to meet, or if you were to come into the office, or if you're a current client, you come in, you're like, well, he looks in shape, especially compared to like 3 years ago, 2 years, I've lost some weight.
You take really good care of yourself.
Yeah.
Health is something that you prioritize.
6'2", 175, and I work out 3-4 times a week. I try to take care of myself here because I am feeling like I'm getting older. And so I would have swore that I was fine health-wise, and knock on wood, Lord willing, I continue this, and that's the plan. And I have longevity in my family, in my life and things. But it was just a wake-up call of like, we cannot procrastinate on these things that are so meaningful in our life, like our health and our wealth.
Yeah, it is. I'm so glad you're good. I'm glad for you, for your family. You've got kids, your wife, Amy, all these things. I know everybody's so grateful for that. It is not lost on me, the irony of the words that you're speaking right now, Brandon Bowen. As a financial advisor, you are on this radio every single week telling people, get your money checked, get your savings checked. You don't really know what's going on with your savings. We do reviews all the time. People have no idea their risk levels. They have no idea how much they're paying in fees. They have no plan for income. They think they're fine. They think they're fine. They don't realize they made this mistake filing for Social Security. Fortunately, we caught it. There's enough time to change it. It is not lost on me, Brandon Bowen. You need to start practicing what you preach when it comes to taking care of your health. Because, I've heard it said your health is your wealth. They go hand in hand. You got to take care of yourself the way that you have taken care of your family. And now the same can be said. Let's flip the camera. Let's flip the mirror and put it on the person listening to you on the radio right now and ask, hopefully you're doing the things to take care of your health. But also, what are you doing to take care of your health, your financial health? Let's talk about, again, what this lesson for you has taught you from an advisor's perspective and helping people that come to you to do the deep dive, things they don't even know are going on.
That's right. Yeah. So just like you just said, your health is your wealth. We can flip it too. Your wealth is also your health, because I have heard of situations, people so stressed over their money.
They have physical reactions to it. Yeah.
Yes. It affects their health, heart issues, things like that.
But we all know we're learning so much what stress can do to your overall health. Yeah. Causes eczema, causes intestinal problems, all these things. Yeah.
That's right. People, and two, let me give both sides of this. People who have their money right, they've had the checkup, they've come in, we've uncovered things. It's just like how I feel. I feel like, oh my gosh, I now know what's going on inside my body, outside my body, I feel so relieved. Well, we can do the same thing with your money. And once you have that, the health that you now have, you have time to go on walks every day. If you want to go knock out a couple miles, you and your spouse, you start doing these things, or you start going to the gym or playing tennis or pickleball, golf, things that, someone who is not spending time watching Fox Business and CNBC and stressing over a portfolio and what are we going to do for income and what if the markets crash and all of these things, right? All of these, the fears that we have, that I know you have, you listening, and that might be, what is driving you to listen to this show often, or maybe this is the first time you've heard the show, whatever, but these financial concerns and risks that you have, that, I want to basically be your financial doctor, and let's take a look.
Yeah.
And so here's what we would do. Here's what I'm encouraging, what I'm imploring you listening. First off, if you've been putting off any health screening, checkups, go do it. Encourage your spouse.
Yeah.
You guys, time it's our most precious gift.
That's right.
So knock that out. Second call is to me. I want you to call my office here. Let me give my number real quick, 843-890-2400. 843-890-2400. You can call or text us. I've got Tanya standing by right now to talk with you and get you on the calendar. But what I want you to do is, bring in your stuff, like, if, like going to the dentist and you want to brush your teeth really good before you go to the dentist. And then I've gone in there and they're like, I see everything's bleeding, Brandon. Why did you try to scrape your gums?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I feel guilty coming into the dentist. So don't feel guilty coming into me.
Right.
Don't try. Just bring your stuff in. Hey, it's fine. This was not your real full-time job. You did something else. So I want to just bring in your stuff here, your 401ks, if you've got some of that, if you've got old 401ks, or you've got some IRAs sitting around, or brokerage accounts, joint accounts. Maybe you're overweight with money just sitting in the bank and you're embarrassed about it. Mm-hmm. Maybe you sold a house or sold an asset and you're just nervous and it's gripped you.
Or you don't even know what to do with it. Some people are like, we sold our house 2 years ago when the market was crazy high. We've been sitting on this $100,000. I don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah. And it's like, look at the market. I'm especially not putting it in now because it's about to just go into avalanche, a free fall here, right? So I get it, right? And I just want you to come in, let's talk about it. And I'm not going to beat up, everything that you're doing and trash it and make you feel like, you've already got enough FOMO, like you're seeing what's happening in the market and you're like, oh my gosh, and I'm missing out on a lot of these things. And it's just so. But there are, might be some moves. There might be some major issues that we uncover, right? It's like you've probably heard of, maybe even you've listening, have gone in for a health check and, like we need to take you back for a bypass surgery right now, right? I've heard of those before where they like, we are so glad you came in. You're going in for surgery right now. It's a code red kind of stuff, so there might be in your portfolio some things that like we really need to talk about this like right now. Like, and for example, what that would be is maybe just you're super overexposed to the tech sector. Okay. If we have an AI bubble, a pullback here, if you're like 60, 70, 80% in heavy in tech, in AI, well, you're going to get annihilated in this next sell-off here. Right. So that could be one thing. So there's several things of maybe no protected income streams. And now you're retired and then say the markets crash or we go into this bear market here and you're having to sell low, right? There's a lot of things that we can uncover that might need some pretty quick attention. Okay. I might find a variable annuity in your portfolio, or I might find a portfolio that you're paying way too much in fees. Right? Fees, expense ratios. You could be paying 2%, 3%, 4% per year and have no clue. You're like, but I thought I trusted them. Why would I be paying this much in fees and cost and all this stuff? I mean, I felt like I was underperforming a bit, but I didn't know why. And so we start to see, okay, well, here's why. You've got all this drag. Your holdings are super costly, right? So there might be some things there, but then there could be just a few things where we just make slight adjustments, slight changes. Okay. Yeah. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do is let's have this financial checkup. So pick up your phone, 843-890-2400, 843-890-2400. What I want you to tell Tanya when you call in, or if you send her a text, you can text her the words second opinion, because that means you're just wanting to get a unemotional, non-threatening second opinion, someone here that really is truly on your side, that wants the best for you and your family. I want to give you a second opinion on what you're doing and where are some areas that you could potentially improve what's going on. So if you've saved $500,000 or more, you deserve this complimentary second opinion right now. I do have 5 spots available and they are filling up fast here in the new year. But I would love for you to call in, grab one of these this week or next week here, and we can begin this journey with you. 843-890-2400.
Thanks for listening to Charleston's Retirement Coach Podcast with Brandon Bowen. To learn more, visit bowenwealth.com and join Brandon for his radio show, Charleston's Retirement Coach, Saturdays at 11 a.m. on 94.3 WSC.
Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if J. Brandon Bowen is licensed in your state, please call 843-203-2030. J. Brandon Bowen is an investment advisor representative of Bowen Wealth, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. J. Brandon Bowen is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Bowen Wealth, LLC, insurance licensed in South Carolina. Market Guard is a registered investment advisor with the SEC and provides model portfolios only to Impact Partnership Wealth. Market Guard makes no implied warranties or representations and is not liable for any data presented.